Hello friends, this is Jums of the Jums TV. Thank you for stopping by and you're welcome. I know it's been a really long time. I last came on here to have, a one-on-one conversation with you and to have a chit chat. I've missed this so much. I actually have. It's good to be back. Thank you for sticking around. In today's video, we'll be talking about a few things or a few changes I've made since I moved to Ghana, or a few things I do differently since I moved to Ghana. I think for the most part, they are sort of good. It depends on how you view it, and some are not very good. But like I said, it all depends on how you view it and your own perspective about the whole thing, okay? So let's get right into the video. So, you're welcome back. Right, so the first thing is I always think everywhere is far. Okay, let me explain what I mean by that. Well, for those of you who are Ghanaians, or who live in Accra, you know where Kaswa is, right? People tend to say Kaswa is like the outskirts of Accra, maybe tending towards the central region, maybe just the middle of these two regions, I think. But Kaswa, for an average Ghanaian, is far. I'm not even joking with you. Okay, if I want to make a trip from Pram Pram, for those of you who know Pram Pram is after Duwenya, going to Pram Pram, then you get to Chopoli and all them very far, then get to Adan, all those places, Sha. For those of you who know or who may not know, well, I hope I got that right. Yeah. So, for instance, if I'm going from Pram Pram to Kaswa, on a good day, if there's not so much traffic, although the motorway can be very unpredictable, so let's just assume there's a little bit of traffic, well, it shouldn't take more than an hour and a half, 2 hours, or at most 2 hours and a half, right? Yeah, I think so. It shouldn't take so long, right? Especially if maybe you're using a private car, which trotro is unpredictable because they might be dropping somebody somewhere, picking somebody up, and all of that. Well, typically for somebody who's coming from Lagos, okay, so I'm from Lagos State. I am Nigerian, for those of you who may be seeing me for the first time. So for someone coming from Lagos State, 2.5 hours for that kind of journey is actually not far. Why do I say so? It's crazy because we have gotten so used to such kind of lifestyle, but it's not all that far, because typically if you want to go to a place that just takes you averagely 1 hour, because of traffic and bad driving and indiscipline and all of that, you might end up getting there 2.5 hours later. Okay, so I'm sort of used to things like that, used to traffic, used to staying so long on the road and all of that. So being in Ghana now, I've gotten so relaxed, and anywhere that is more than 1 hour, 1 hour and a half at most, maybe 2 hours, it's far, except it's outside of Accra. If it's within Accra and it's that far, or more, in my opinion, it is very far. So yeah, I've gotten used to that. I don't know if it's a good thing, but yeah, I just want to chill. I don't like stress. It shouldn't be too far. I just want to go where I'm going to and come back home, okay? The way I speak. So I've gotten this 1,001 times from people, my family back in Nigeria, even people from Ghana here and all of that. They say that, even you, my subscriber who is watching, I know you said it before, they say that I'm starting to sound Ghanaian. Okay, so that's not even the issue. The issue is that I've picked up quite a number of jargons, permit me to say, some gap fillers, some words that technically don't have a meaning, but we just say it. E.g., you can hear me saying something and I'll say, sounds like siren. I don't know where I got that from, but I noticed I say that a lot. So I have some family members, right? They are from Sefi, right? Sefi is in the western region, right? So when they are talking, right, they're talking amongst themselves, you can hear them say something like, so I'm so sorry, I'm laughing. So when they asked, I heard that so many times, and now I had to ask, what's the meaning of They explained to me that is more like yeah, like, oh, okay, yeah, something like an affirmation kind of. Yeah. So in turn, me, I don't say but I say it's a very funny expression. You also hear me say things like hey, like it's a kind of surprise, kind of surprise like thing. You also hear things like cra, like when can you use cra? Sometimes I mix it up. Sometimes you can say cra or pa. It's for emphasis. All of these things are for emphasis. You can also say sa. For instance, I walked sa before I got to that venue. Those my family members here in Ghana, when they watch this video, they're going to laugh, because it's always usually very funny when you add some of these gap fillers, some of these emphases, and just jargons here and there. Someone even made the comments in my comment section that, hey Jums, you've learned all these things. It's also very funny because some years ago, a lot of people do not know because I've never said it here, my best friend is Ghanaian, right? So some years ago, please don't judge me, some years ago I used to make fun of him a lot about the way he used to speak, and he didn't get offended because of course he knew that I was just catching cruise. So fast forward to now that I live here, each time I'm speaking, you know, he'll just stop me and say, what did you just say? Then he'll say, did I just hear you say this? And I'm like, I beg, let's move on. Can we not dwell on it? Can we move on? So now, reverse is the case. He now makes fun of me because, so yeah, I think so too. Another very common one is the use of please for everything. It's so bad now that even when I'm texting people, non-Ghanaians, well, you see me type, please, how are you? Or please, are you doing okay? And I've gotten so used to it. Now, this is not to say I didn't used to say please before I got to Ghana. In fact, one of my pet peeves is that I cannot stand people who don't know how to say please, who don't know how to say thank you. Okay, I'm not saying you should be as extreme as my Ghanaian people, okay, no. But, you know, for simple things like, oh, please help me pass the pen. And after giving the person the pen, you say thank you. Don't assume that because you said please, it automatically means that you said thank you. No, you say thank you, you say please. Yes, sorry too is important, but you say please and thank you, those two. If you are my family member or my friend and you sort of don't like saying things like that, just know that you're not one of my favorites, to be honest, because I can't stand it. It pisses me off. I'm not saying that you should, you know, bow to me because I gave you something or did something for you, or because someone did something for you. But I'm just talking about common things, very basic things, you know. Oh, please, could you kindly give this to that guy for me? And the person does it, thank you. Oh, on your way, please, could you kindly buy me some biscuits? The person does it, you say thank you. Not that you just assume is your rights or is normal. In fact, this is not a courtesy class. This is not an etiquette class. Now, this is not only about the Ghanaian, you know, influence that's on me right now, but it's just something I've always lived by. It's something I grew up with. So I grew up around people who were very courteous, you know. You say please, you say thank you, excuse me, sorry, you know, basic things, basic magic words, okay? So yeah, this is something we all should learn. You don't have to come to Ghana or live in Ghana before, you know, you learn these basic things. So like I said, I've gotten so used to it. You say please, what did you say? Please, oh my goodness, just please everywhere. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. Yeah, you think so? I think so too. It's a very good thing. Now, this one is a bit tricky because if my mom sees this, she's gonna fret. She's gonna be very worried. But I've not completely changed, but well, you know what, let me just table my matter first so that you understand what I mean. Now, in Nigeria, where I'm coming from, there's something we call African time. Okay, so African time is just a term used for punctuality. So when you say, oh, they are going to use African time, meaning they will not be punctual. Okay, so when you call an event for 3 o'clock, for the most part, a typical Nigerian will not start an event until probably 4 o'clock or 4:30, which I honestly do not like. That was not how I was brought up. Do things start on, even if they're just 2 people, honestly, start, because I mean, you can't, because of, you know, some people start late and close late. You see, those kind of things, by the time you start late, you end up closing late, and then people get to their houses late. Do you get that kind of thing? In fact, someone told me a gist of a friend of his in the UK, Nigerian, who was celebrating her birthday. She said the time for the event was 4. The celebrants didn't walk in until about, I think, 6 p.m. Of course, the white people were already waiting. You know, madam, where's the celebrant? She didn't walk in until about 6. And you could see that they were pissed, like, we got things to do, man. You know, but the Africans amongst them understood that, oh, this thing is African time. Yeah, that's besides the point. You see, Ghana, Ghana, in fact, don't take this personal, but if you feel attacked, well, yeah. Ghana is so, in fact, a typical Ghanaian is so bad with time, that it's so bad that they call it Ghana man time. You know, in Nigeria, we call it African time. We don't call it Nigerian time. Well, some people do, but most, for the most part, we say African time. In Ghana, they personalize it and call it Ghana man time. Let me take a deep breath. It is so annoying. Typical example, I went for an event sometime, I think in December or thereabouts. The event was to start by 9. People of God, they didn't start until almost 12 p.m. if I remember correctly. And the good students, or the good lady that I am, I arrived there, I think, a few minutes past 9 or before 9. I can't quite remember, because I left the house really, really early. And I was so upset, because I'm like, this is just over 2 hours wasted, like that. So because of that, I sort of, in fact, I went for one event, another event after that, and they said 9. I didn't get there until past 11. Fortunately or unfortunately, the event started way before I got there. So I'm like, oh, so actually people can start things on time. Are you really serious? I didn't know that. So even, I don't go to so many events, as in, you know, parties, festivities, weddings. I don't go. In fact, truthfully, I've never attended any wedding in Ghana, to be honest. But if you have any wedding for me, invite me. I want to go for a wedding. I've actually never attended a Ghanaian wedding before. No, I've not actually. Yeah, as for funeral, I have, I think, once or twice. Yeah, but I don't go to too many parties, so I don't know how they do. But for people who have interacted with, they've said that Ghanaians don't keep to time. No. It's so bad. So it's sort of now has made me relax. So if I'm going for an event, I just almost know that they will not start on time. And this is not, oh, maybe 1 hour late, sometimes 2 hours late, sometimes 2 hours 30 minutes, sometimes 3 hours late. Now I'm saying this because it has happened to me at least twice or 3 times. Okay, so I see it's very often that people, even I'm told that even wedding parties, you know, reception, people still start late. Why? Please explain to me. Before you people say I'm coming for you, explain to me why you people don't like keeping to time. In fact, so as for that one, I become so relaxed. I become so chilled. So you not see me really rushing for events anymore, or rushing for meetings, because sometimes people will be late. But regardless, I still try to you know, be early, because at the same time it's for your own personal development. It's not because somebody is late or somebody is this or that. But please bear in mind that it's not, like I always say in most of my videos, it's not the entirety of Ghanaians that are latecomers. Okay, not everyone is a latecomer, but I think quite a number of Ghanaians don't like sticking to time. I don't know, but it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, because I enjoyed making this video. I enjoyed discussing all the things I've discussed today. Yeah, so let me know in the comment section if you just recently moved to Ghana, or you've been here a while, you're not Ghanaian, and let me know some of the habits or the new things you've taken up, you've picked up, and then you're doing knowingly or unknowingly. For some of these things, and unknowingly, it's not sometimes I sit down or I think about it, or this is what I want to do. No, sometimes it just happens because that's the environment I'm in. I'm now so relaxed because Ghanaians, and they don't like stress. So me too, as a Ghana woman that I am. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe, like, comment, share. Also, don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that I get notified anytime I post a video. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.